It's time for us to talk tech and the magic it has done to music and everything else. But this time we're talking AI. Chiaka Unegbu is a dynamic growth lead, sales manager, customer success strategist, and business analyst with a passion for driving business growth, building meaningful client relationships, and leveraging data-driven strategies for success. This morning, she and I will be discussing the topic AI-powered education, how smart technology is reshaping learning. It's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us, Chiaka. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. AI and education, they work hand in hand, yet there are many people who have, biases or are wary of it. Of what benefits is AI to education?
AI is really beneficial. I would say it's actually a game changer in the education space, in the sense that it is, I would describe it as it helping not just only the student when it comes to boosting creativity, creating personalized learning, but at the same time it is also helping teachers in the education space as well, in the sense that it is also supporting teachers to automate repetitive tasks, thereby freeing their time to be able to do the things that matters the most, which is trying to improve the students' learning outcome, and also spending more time in also building their creativity and increasing engagement.
I was actually going to look at the teacher's perspective, because I'm of the opinion that many teachers are usually, encouraging children to know more, yes, but AI probably many believe that it suppresses the efforts of the teachers because it makes the children, in quotes, lazy. That's what many people believe. Now, as a former teacher yourself, what's your thoughts on this? Because you just mentioned the benefits to the teachers, but then what about the so-called laziness to children? What's your opinion?
I like to think that AI is a tool, right? And it's a complement. It is not going to be like a replacement to the teachers or even to students' intelligence. So depending on how you are using the tool, it's either going to be an advantage or a disadvantage. When AI is being used right, you see that students are able to they're able to boost their creativity. You have certain AI tools that would help students when it comes to their learning. So you have a perfect example would be AI tutor, for instance. It is not taking away or providing the answers to the student, making them lazy, but it's also trying to help them build a deeper understanding of what they want to learn. So depending on how the students are using these tools, it can either make or mar the learning.
That is the focus of not just parents but teachers as well.
Yes.
So let's talk about the cons, because we've talked about the pros now. What are those areas that could be detrimental to the children?
I think one that comes to mind is over-reliance on AI.
Bam.
So for instance, you have the common one or the popular one that is well known, ChatGPT. Yes. So if
that one helps with homework. Hey.
Yes.
But let's not go there.
Yes. But if it's not being used right, for instance, like you said, it helps with homework. If the student, for instance, know that, a teacher is giving this homework, all I have to do is to go to ChatGPT and
get
copy
the
and
answers.
That is where it's becoming detrimental.
Exactly.
The creativity is being lost, and then you're not putting yourself, or the child is not applying.
They're not exerting themselves, and the individuality is also gone, because there used to be that time as children, you're told that you people copied one another.
Exactly.
What many children didn't realize then was, you'd say, but I changed some things. What you changed, you still did not change the key. Am I trying to teach children how to cheat? Let's continue. But this is as an adult now, looking back and then seeing what young people produce as work, and you're seeing the plagiarism, and they're wondering how you found out. I got to know it was simply because certain elements were the same all through. So in your mind, you people change some words, but a teacher would always know. It's the same thing with ChatGPT.
But guess what? There are other AI tools that are also helping to counter such issues or prevent issues like that. So what I like to say, or my own advice when I get to speak with teachers or parents, is it's very important, right, that, hey, you let your kids know that, hey, this is a tool to support your learning.
Exactly.
But through creativity, through personal study, if you're really trying to build those important skills, right, is you understanding where AI comes into play.
True.
And then you also put there AI tools that also will prevent plagiarism, like the AI tools that would be able to track if you're literally copying and pasting from ChatGPT. So you need to let them know that this is why you need to use it as a tool, and you are too intelligent or brilliant to apply yourself to giving your best, because honestly speaking, while AI is here to stay, nothing beats emotional intelligence and creativity, and that is where humans or teachers or even parent comes into play.
Now, parents these days, there are different types of parents. There are the parents that give their children access to technology.
Yeah.
There are the parents that do not give their children access to technology. Now, some of those children that have access, of course, they have an, in quotes, edge over their peers who do not have access. Now, for an average parent who is watching now and is trying to better manage their children's internet use, and at the same time ensure that they are up to date with technology, what counsel would you give? I
think the key word is balance. Balance is really important, because, I mean, if you read the recent report from the World Workforce, there is an urgent need for AI. There's a career path on that, and it is literally taking over. So you cannot, in the process of trying to cover or protect your child, make them lose out on this important skill set. AI is not the enemy. The enemy is when you're overly relying on it, or when there's no balance to sort of like check and make sure that the children knows what it is being used for. So my own advice to parents would be, strike a balance. Let the kids know when they need to use AI tools and then where they need to apply themselves as well, so they're not missing out.
I totally agree with you, and it's such a pleasure to have this conversation with you, Chiaka, because AI and education really, as you said, has come to stay. They literally have to work hand in hand. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.